Team Obama. Thanks to your diligence, the presumptive Democratic nominee for president, Barack Obama.
Thank you, guys. All right, let's settle down. The last time we did one of these, it was in August. We were 30 points down in the national polls. Everybody had written us off. We had gone through, I think, a month straight of depressing press. And we came together, and I don't know how many of you remember the conversation we had, but I want to repeat it because it's worth repeating. When I started this campaign, I wasn't sure that I was going to be the best of candidates. But what I was absolutely positive of was that there was the possibility of creating the best organization. Because I'm a big believer that the way great things happen is when people are willing to submerge their own egos and...
Just stand a little bit away from...
Okay. No, the line went good.
Okay.
I'll dial back in.
Okay. Should I wait?
I'll let you keep going.
Okay. Yeah, but I might have something really inspiring to say, and they'll miss the whole thing. In the meantime, not worry. Well, you know what? I don't want to keep everybody waiting. So,
I'm gonna go through and fix it.
yeah. You know what I was always confident about was that if people were willing to submerge their egos and just focus on bringing their particular gifts and passions and energy and vision to a common task, that great things can be accomplished. You know, that's my old organizing mindset, you know, it's not just a gimmick. It's not just a shtick. I actually believe in it. And so in August, what I told you guys was, you know, your candidate, he's making some mistakes. And, you know, he's tripped and stumbled and made some gaffes. And, you know, we're going up against a very formidable set of opponents. And, you know, we're confronting a lot of skepticism and cynicism out there. But if you guys stick with it, if you guys remain invested in it, if you are willing to lift me up and pull me across the finish line, that this thing could happen. And what is amazing is that you guys did. You stuck to it. You worked hard. You lifted each other up. You covered for each other. You made up for each other's mistakes. You didn't blame each other when things went wrong. You know, there was just a good mood, a good heart to this campaign. And that's what I'm most proud of. You know, I'm most proud of the fact that, you know, even if we had lost, I would be proud of what we've built. because nobody thought we could build it. And everybody thought that at some point this thing was all going to be a flash in the pan. And collectively, you, all of you, most of whom are, I'm not even sure of drinking age, you've created the best political organization in America, and probably the best political organization that we've seen in the last 30, 40 years. That's a pretty big deal. That's pretty remarkable. And so I hope that all of you understand your achievement. You know, I've often said in speeches, you know, that this is not about me. And I know sometimes it may come off as just a line, but I really mean it. This campaign has been about you, and you guys discovering your collective ability to make history and just move an entire nation in a new direction. And that is a remarkable feat. It is just an astonishing feat. And, you know, everybody's marveling at it. Everybody's marveling at it. And so I hope this weekend, when you guys are hopefully getting a little time to savor it, you really think about what you've done, and understand that it's not because of the candidate, it's because of you. And so I owe thanks to you, and I'm grateful to you, and you've inspired me, and what you've done is something that continually restores my faith in people, in America, in the world, in what's possible, and that is a great gift that you've given to me. Now, we also have more work to do, and I know that, you know, had this not been so difficult a task, this primary, that, you know, it would have been nice to have a couple weeks off, or even a week off, and just get a break. And I know how tired you guys are, and some of you are feeling burnt out. And, you know, if at some point some of you feel burnt out, you know, just let us know, and we'll understand. You know, I can, you know, I feel you. But we're going to have to turn around and work even harder now, because the truth is that, you know, people were asking, a lot of the reporters were asking, how come you never seem just so, how come you don't seem more exuberant? You know, it's astonishing how just that little fist bump got so much play, because I guess that was like that was our celebration, you know. You know, what I've told the reporters is that it's because, as I've traveled over the course of 15, 16, 17 months, and I've met people who are struggling. You know, I meet single moms who don't have health insurance for their kids, or I meet guys who've been laid off of their job, and entire towns that are basically dying because they've lost their factory. You know, when you see those things, you really do get this enormous sense of obligation. We don't have an option now. I mean, when we were at the beginning of this thing in Iowa, if I had lost Iowa, you know, it would have been okay. You know, one of the other Democrats would have emerged, and they would have carried the banner, and we would have joined their campaign, and we would have moved forward, and the country would move in a better direction. But because we won, we now have no choice. We have to win. We have to win. You have to win. So I want everybody to catch your breath. Take some time this weekend or next weekend or wherever it is that your department says you can take it. Do what you do to get your yayas out. That's an old 60s expression. And then understand that coming back, we're going to have to work twice as hard as we've been working. We are going to have to be smarter. We're going to have to be tougher. Our game is going to have to be tighter. We are going to be attacked more viciously. We're going to have to respond more rapidly. We are going to have to raise more money. I am going to have to be a better candidate. Each and every one of you, whatever it is that you do, you are going to have to do it better, longer, and probably without break between now and November 4th. And we don't have a choice. We don't have a choice because now, if we screw this up, all those people that I've met who really need help, they're not going to get help. And those of you who are concerned about global warming, I don't care what John McCain says, he is not going to push that agenda hard. All of those who are concerned about Darfur, I guarantee you, they're not going to spend any political capital on that. Those of you who are concerned about education, there'll be a bunch of lip service and then it'll be more of the same. Those of you who are concerned about making sure that there's a sense of fairness in our economy, it will be less fair. So now everybody's counting on you, not just me. And I know that's a heavy weight, but also what a magnificent position to find yourselves in, where the whole country is counting on you to change it for the better. Those moments don't come around very often. And here you are, 5 months away from having transformed the country and made history and changed the world. So we got to seize it. So rest up a little bit, but come back ready to go and fired up. So, all right. I've got to be on a state chair's call. I love you guys. Let's go win the election.
How you doing?
Good to see you guys. Good to see you.
Thank you, great to see you.
Thank you, sir. You bet. Sir.